Okay? All right, now, what I want to take you through is kind of one of the options that you can really put into action right now. Well, maybe not like right now, but as soon as we're done. Oh, sounds like the storm is here. That's good to know. So anyways, I'm going to take you through just one of the options that you can get started with as soon as we finish the webinar tonight, okay? And essentially what that is using Craigslist. Now, as I mentioned earlier, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, there's a lot of different places that you can find content. And Tommy and I really get involved in pretty much, well, everything that you see listed there. But this is a cool one. I don't know how many of you have really done much with Craigslist or if you spent any time there at all. But Craigslist is a wonderful place. And apparently a lot of people think so because Craigslist is getting around 66 million unique visitors a month, which is pretty huge. And people are there to buy and sell. That's all that it's about. And you can find everything there. I buy all kinds of stuff off of Craigslist, because, well, I mean, it's not the most beautiful interface in the world, but it's a great place to explore. And so one of the things that I like to do is whenever I'm looking for something, I want to have an idea. Wow, did you hear that? Big thunder. I want to have an idea of what the demand is for different objects that I'm looking at and what things are selling for, kind of beginning with the end in mind. And so I often use completed listings on eBay to do that. Tommy does the exact same thing. We really are on the same page with this because one of the things that's cool about eBay, if you've spent much time on eBay at all, is that you can actually do keyword searches just on completed listings and see what has sold and how much it's sold for. And that helps you determine pricing patterns, which is really valuable. It'll also tell you whether or not something is actually selling, because in the end, if you buy something and you can't sell it, well, then you're stuck with it, right? And we're after profit. And so we're using Craigslist to find stuff to sell, eBay to sell it. Okay? And so one of the things that you want to keep in mind here, and again, I'm going to show you some examples here in a little bit, but when it comes to dealing with people on Craigslist, don't be afraid to offer less. Matter of fact, that should be part of your mantra. Would you consider taking less? And sometimes they'll say no, and that's okay. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Sometimes they'll say yes, and so don't be afraid to ask. And also, don't forget to check free listings. Sometimes a lot of the stuff you find in there is crap, but not all the time. Or maybe it's something big that you can't sell on eBay or whatever, but that's okay. And I'm going to show you an example here in a little bit of something that Tommy discovered actually in the free listings, and it's quite cool. So the concept here is we're going to make the purchase on Craigslist or through Craigslist and then sell on eBay. All right. So let me show you some examples. And these examples have all been captured within the last week, within the last several days. These screenshots are all new, okay? So I want you to see this. Came across a couple, actually Tommy discovered these, of iPhone 3GS. And you'll notice that both of these are all local listings for me. So literally you can do this anywhere that you are. So both of these were being sold for $100. That's the price that they had listed in Craigslist. But I want you to see this. In both cases, both ads, right? They had $100 or best offer. Like new, make an offer. So, I mean, it's like, hi, this is Tony. I'm interested in your 3GS iPhone. Would you consider taking $75? I'd be glad to take it off your hands, blah, blah, blah. More than likely they're going to go for it. But here's what I want you to see. These are completed listings off of eBay, and look what they're selling for. $123.50 up to $137.50. So you're easily scoring $25 plus in profit. Now, that's not going to pay your mortgage payment, but, as you do this, we're just looking at iPhones right now, but as you keep doing this over and over again, you start to build up your profit income, which is what we're after. Here's another example, and this is one that I personally love. A Canon 50D, EOS 50D digital SLR with a 28-135 lens. This guy wants to sell it for $780. Okay, he says it's in excellent condition. It works great. He's a local guy. They are selling on eBay right now the same kit in used condition for right around $1,100. So instantly, you could really turn that around and pretty quickly make around $300. So I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty good news. So. And by the way, all these examples that I'm sharing tonight, I found them all within about 10-15 minutes. So I didn't spend a huge amount of time. And just to give you an example of how many opportunities there are just within electronics. I mean, that's the only thing that I even was looking at. Here's another one. Here's a local guy, has an Xbox 360 Elite with Kinect. And he'd like to get $250 for it, considering it comes with the Kinect. To me, that says I may be able to talk him down. That same setup on eBay, selling for around $330 plus shipping. So again, $80 profit, just that fast. And granted, you have to sell it, but I'm just giving you an example of what these units are selling for, so that you can see the difference. Now check this one out. I love this one when I saw it earlier today. So here's a guy, perfect condition, MacBook Air, 13-inch, bought it in November. Basically everything is brand new, $600 cash in hand, and it's yours. These things are selling all day long on eBay for $1,250. All day long. So $650 profit, boom, just like that. Buy it in the morning, get it up on eBay, and, there you go. So I think that's a pretty awesome example as well. So as I'm taking you through some of these examples, I hope you're seeing a pattern here. Not only the types of things that we focus on, and this is just one example of what Tommy and I look for in electronics and stuff, but people are always looking for phones, they're always looking for computers, cameras, stuff like that. And there are so many opportunities, because sometimes people just need quick cash, or they're moving out of the area, or they're downsizing, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't really matter. Yes, it takes a little bit of time to go through the listings, but hey, whenever you compare the little bit of time that I spent finding these and doing the screen captures and building the slides and everything, do you think I could have written a Kindle ebook in that period of time? Heck no. And potentially made a lot more profit. So that's why this is such a cool model. Now, here's another one. And this is one I mentioned earlier that Tommy discovered in the free section. Okay, so here, this guy has 2 free headrests for a Nissan Pathfinder. And it may fit other vehicles too. I don't know. They're not perfect, but definitely lots of life left. Same kind of thing selling on eBay right now. $100. Get for free, sell for $100. I don't know about you, but I think that's cool. I think that's pretty awesome stuff.